DTM, or Deutschen Tourenwagen Masters Experience, is now available on Steam. You could have bought it previously through the Race Room Racing Experience website or R3E website, but if you want, you can buy it through Steam now, and it integrates into the Race Room Racing Experience package in the same way either way, so it doesn't really matter how you buy it. But what is DTM? It's the Dutch touring car race series. For those of you that don't know, they're basically souped up touring cars with a massive rear wing and a drag reduction system. Simbin have licensed all the Dutch DTM tracks, driver names and cars, so it's quite an authentic experience. It's probably the most authentic, up-to-date DTM experience you can get in a game at this point in time. I'm just going to jump straight into a single race. I haven't had a chance to play this yet, so this is my first time. This is a first time let's play, jump in, see what it's like. I have had to fiddle around with settings quite a bit, which was a bit like smashing my face against a brick wall. It appears they've designed the interface around a gamepad rather than a steering wheel, so it's a circular system, which would be cool if you're playing with a gamepad, but if you're on PC with a steering wheel, then it can be really irritating to first use. Mind you, I think the interface design is not necessarily bad. Like, once you get used to it, it'll be one of those interfaces that'll be easy to use. It's just initially it's annoying. That out of the way, let's go. I've also changed the steering rotation, the force feedback settings, the field of view, the camera position, the throttle sensitivity, the brake sensitivity, and the sound settings. So out of the box, if you're looking for a sort of simulation experience, you can get it, set it up right, but it's set up very much initially. Oops, the brakes don't appear to work too well. It's set up very much initially for a gamepad, and I don't know, it's just set up a bit wonky to start with, without the option to be able to just select a predefined setting that you'd think would be there so that you don't have to fiddle around with it. Oh, the brakes are really I don't know, it didn't seem to be locking up, and but the brakes don't seem too good. But I guess they need time to warm up, and I've heard that about these cars, that the brakes and the tyres take a while before they start working decent. Ooh. Now it does, if you've got racing experience, obviously this will play exactly like that because it's the same game, they're just different cars and different tracks. If you've never played racing experience, then it seems to me that it feels fairly similar to GTR Evo. So if you enjoyed the physics and how the cars handle in GTR Evo, then you'll really like this. The AI is ramming me, so nice aggressive AI. The game seems to run reasonably well. I'm running this on a i7, sorry, a Core i5 2500K with a GeForce 760, which is sort of mid-range PC. I think I've got 8 gig of RAM. It seems to be running well. Cars seem to be handling as I'd expect. Did have to fiddle around quite a bit to get it feeling alright, but it seems pretty good so far. They've got these ridiculous corner markers, but I believe Simbin are in the process of making them optional. So hopefully we'll be able to get rid of them soon. Should concentrate on the driving. Trying to think of what car these are like. They feel a little bit sloppy and gloopy compared to what you might be used to in R Factor 2 or Assetto Corsa or even iRacing. Seems quite, they're quite forgiving. force feedback's communicating what the car's doing though. Oh, I've activated my DRS. Okay, I think you have to hold it down. Oh dear. I think the key to driving these cars fast is carrying a good amount of speed through the corners. Of course, that's the key to driving any car fast, but learning the entry speeds and how much grip the tyres have, or trusting on the rear downforce to actually stick the car to the track is going to be the key, I think, to getting speed out of this. Yeah, the brakes seem a bit weird. What's this, lap 3 now? A little bit. They don't seem to be warming up too much. I found this a bit with GTR Evolution. The brakes often, to me, don't feel as if they're working too well. But I still really enjoy GTR Evo, and I think Race Room's still really enjoyable. Every sim tends to have its own characteristics that you just have to get used to. Oops. Is he going to rear end me? So far the AI seems to be pretty decent. I'm really slow because I don't know this track. I don't know any of these German tracks apart from the Nürburgring, I guess. Probably said that wrong. The track looks pretty nice visually. It's got all the details you'd expect. The car cockpit looks quite nice. I say the textures look a little bit flat on the inside of the car. The reflections don't seem. Oh, got locked into a spin there. The textures seem a little bit flat, but not in a way that's distracting. Because normally you're looking out the front window and not at all the details inside the cockpit. Need to try the DRS button again, see how much it actually affects the speed of the car. I think the question that a lot of people will be asking though is, will DTM be worth the full price of admission? I think it's 24 quid at the moment, maybe £20, which is quite expensive. But I think it just depends on if you're a sort of DTM fanatic, if you're German and you love touring cars, then yeah, I think based off this quick first impression, you'd probably want to get it because you'd love all the German tracks. You'd appreciate having the real race driver names and the cars that you see on TV. So yeah, if you're really into DTM, I don't see why you wouldn't buy it. I mean, it's exactly the same kind of physics and setup as Race Room, Racing Experience and Race, GTR Evo, that sort of thing. If you're not a DTM fan, then, or not a fan, but not specifically interested in touring cars or this race series, then I think it's the kind of thing where you probably want to wait for it to be in sale, and it probably will be in a sale at some point in the future. Having said that, Race Room do run competitions quite regularly, and if you like doing hot lap competitions, then Race Room at the moment is probably one of the most active places for hot lap competitions. So in that scenario, it's probably worth getting. Also, if you're just looking for a nice, solid single-player touring car game, your only real options are GameStop car, which you should just go and buy now, and this really. So if you're into that, if you're into touring cars, then you really would just get this. I keep doing that on this corner. I think I just like the sand there. And the track seems nicely modelled. It's not quite got the detail in the road surface that you'd expect on like like a laser scan tracking iRacing or Assetto Corsa, but the Rotos detail is more than enough for what you need to get an enjoyable time out of the cars. Oh, there we go. That's race 1. I'm paying as I don't know if I'm paying as myself or another driver. Oh, that was it. Well, that was a single race. That seemed fairly alright, apart from the initial setting up of the options. I mean, look at this interface, which was really convoluted and annoying. It seems fairly decent. It's got a championship mode, where presumably you just go through each race one at a time and it stacks up your score. So I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to do a proper review of this. I'm going to have to go through everything. This is just a quick let's play. I just wanted to see what the general nature of the thing was like. So yeah, but it has a championship mode, leaderboard challenge, which I think ties into their hot lap system, and then, as I say, on the Race Room Racing Experience website they have individual challenges and hot lap events, and I think they're going to be adding multiplayer racing soon, whereas at the moment it's just single player, so you have to bear that in mind. There's no online racing at this point in time apart from hot laps and hot lap scoreboards. But yeah, that's our first impressions of DTM. If you're into touring cars, I'd pick it up. Be aware the interface is a bit of a pain in the arse initially, but if you've already got Race Room and you've already set up the interface, it will carry across from that, so you know that won't be a problem. If you're playing with a gamepad as well, it will work out of the box a lot better. It seems to be set up for a gamepad initially, so if you're completely new to driving simulators or just want to jump into a driving game, then I think this is an alright option. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget, I'm going to do a review of this soon. Check out some of my other videos and enjoy your racing. Thanks for watching.